Hey everyone, welcome to Untitled Chat. I am Shirley.
Christy.
And we are here to review It Chapter 2.
Oh.
I was about to say Boogaloo. I don't know why. So yes, it's a horror slash, I guess, thriller slash mystery film. It is the second part of Chapter 1 that came out in 2017. It is a horror book from Stephen King. So this is an adaptation. There's also was a 90s miniseries. I saw that too. It wasn't that bad, but the movies are better. And it stars Tim Curry as Pennywise, and he was the best part, I think. The kids were cool, but I think he was.
I don't even
probably
remember the 90s series, and I know I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it, because if I saw it, you saw it. So anyways, this movie is directed by Andres Muschietti.
Got it.
Got it.
What?
Nice. Good job, Shirley. It's 27 years later, right? After the first one, it was the 80s. And they were like, I guess 13, 14, 13, right? Like 13 middle school. I think that's what they were saying. So every 27 years, Pennywise comes out. So they were teenagers in the first one. Now they're adults, like in their 40s, I'm assuming. I can't do math well. I'm thinking it's 40, because it's 2016 actually. So they're probably 40 then. About probably. Because that's what I noticed in the movie. It was, the year was 2016.
I can't do math in my head.
So, yes. Yeah, and so they made an oath. If you saw the last movie, you must have. I don't know. If you haven't, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's a really damn good movie. I thought. One of my favorite horror movies. One of my favorite movies, actually. It was a coming-of-age story. It was pretty good, but this is not that right. But anyways, they made a blood oath saying that 27 years later it comes back. They will come back as adults, and they will defeat it. So it is 27 years later. They are adults. So this is a whole cast of people. Basically, Jessica Chastain plays Beverly March. Bill Hader plays Richie. James McAvoy plays Bill. I'm reading it down there. James Ransome plays Eddie. Bill Skarsgård plays It, the entity clown. Isaiah Mustafa, sorry about that, plays Mike. And Jay Ryan plays Ben, and Andy Bean plays Stanley. So yes, that's a lot. It's a big cast of people. Do you want to make this a spoiler review? I guess we'll make it a spoiler review.
We can start off with a non-spoiler, and then we'll let you know when we'll get into a spoiler.
Okay, let's start off with
Just do a
spoiler.
little
All right.
and, I mean,
Okay, so if it's a non-spoiler, what did you overall think of it? Just make it quick.
Okay, sure. I will try. No. The actors, not as great chemistry as I thought for most of them, but definitely Bill Hader and James Ransome's characters, which are Richie and Eddie.
They were the best part.
They were the best part. They were adorable. They were very, like, you felt for them. You were concerned with, for them. So I loved their relationship. The rest of them were, it was cool seeing their story develop. But
I liked Isaiah Mustafa as Mike.
Right.
He was more of the, I guess, in a sense, not the lead, but he was the one that stayed behind, in a sense, in Derry, because it's Derry, Maine. That's where this is happening.
Right.
So he was the one getting everybody, the group, back together. So he was the linchpin, I guess. So I thought he was pretty good. He's the Old Spice guy. So I think he was pretty good.
No, I mean, as far as acting wise and his character, he was good. But I'm talking about, like, the dynamic between them.
A lot of them didn't hit.
It didn't really hit, except for Richie and Eddie.
Compared to the kids. Yeah, compared to Richie and Eddie, they were the best part in the first one. They were the best part in the second one. Their relationship was the best. Like, but the kids still had a better relationship than all of them here.
Right.
And
I guess it had everything to do with the context of the fact that they're all grown ups now. They're not friends anymore.
That is true. They don't remember.
They don't remember. But it just felt really detached, and I guess that was maybe a part of what the movie was supposed to be like for the writer and director. The best part in this film, in the sense of getting the friends together again, was the dinner scene when they went to a restaurant, because you actually got to see, oh yeah, these are the kids who are turned into the. You got to see that spark
that was in the first movie.
That was
but then the movie does something, and it's just like, ugh, okay.
For as far as the relationship between the characters, that was the most memorable scene for me. The dinner scene.
Yeah.
It was actually played out really well.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little like they were seeing like these illusions and stuff. So it was a little like. It was funny. It was funny. There were a lot of scenes funny. There wasn't too many funny scenes in this movie, and I guess because now they're adults, they've lost their childhood innocence and instinct. I mean, their freedom to just be free and funny and just careless, I guess, in a way, now that they're adults and they have are having experienced trauma from what they went through with it. But I mean, I felt like even when they were experiencing that trauma with it, they still kept their youthful playfulness and stuff like that. But now as adults, you see them all they look like Bill Hader's character, which is what Richie, he looks like he's been taking drugs or something like that.
Oh yeah.
They all look on edge.
Crap.
They all look like they're on
maybe
edge.
because even though they don't remember the trauma, there's some probably inkling in their back of their heads because shit stays with you.
Yeah.
Even though you heard of people going through trauma and they don't remember it, but it's it's there. They push it so back, but it's there, and then it's still something that stays with them, even if they don't really remember that much.
Right. And then there's also this other thing where, a lot of the time when you grow up, you are the person you are because of something that happened when you were a child, right? Mm-hmm. So that you see that in the character. So I just don't know how to explain because I don't study psychology or anything like that. But it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I felt like for me, the strongest themes that popped out, if there was any themes, was bullying, and just being able to stand up for yourself, and the fact that
to be yourself.
Yeah, and the fact that your parents have a big effect of as far as who you become as an adult, and you see that in these characters, your parents, so you'll notice it with two characters in particular, but I don't want to give away anything.
Oh yeah, when we go to the spoiler part.
Yeah, we can. But anyways, aside from that, I think that people will enjoy it.
Yeah, I really liked it. There's some parts that I like about it, like the Richie Eddie relationship, and Bill Skarsgård is so good as Pennywise. He's effing scary.
Yeah.
And some of the kills are scary as well. Ooh, the first part was brutal. It felt too much. But, that's how it was in the first movie, too, when they killed Georgie. But the CGI was a little weird. The ending, it was, I'll get into that in the spoilers. I didn't really like it. And it's frustrating because I really like some of the parts in this movie, but I feel like we're going to talk about the length. It was a little too long, and when they separate the adults and to find certain things about themselves, it was just it was too long, and they should be more together as a group. You get me?
Right, because that's how they started, right?
Yeah, I don't know. And I think that's a little bit of the downfall. That's why the movie's, it's good, but it's not that good compared to the first one for me. I don't want to compare because they're both a chapter, I guess, in the sense, chapter 1, chapter 2. But I want to see how the long cut would be if they put together. So, anyways, yeah, I really liked it, but I really liked certain parts, but certain parts again was kind of frustrating. It was all right. So yeah, but it was still good. You want to go to the spoiler review?
All right, now.
Yeah. What do you want to start with? Because I have 4 topics here. Well, we did talk about the acting of each of the losers, but we didn't mention Jay Ryan, who plays Ben, and James McAvoy, who plays Bill, and Jessica Chastain, who plays Beverly.
Yeah, we could go into that.
They're okay. They're okay. I didn't really buy them as their characters, to be honest. Jessica Chastain, I don't know. I could see kind of, and I get it, you don't want to mimic what another actor does, but the thing is, they're playing the adult versions of the kids. There should be something at least that reminds you of the kid, because you don't change deaf completely. I'm still kind of almost the same as I was as a kid. You're not a totally different person. I mean, sometimes that does happen, but I don't know. It just, I don't know, maybe the trauma, but I don't know. Jessica Chastain was fine, but it wasn't I didn't feel
Like she fit the
Beverly,
role?
yeah, like Sophia Lewis, I think that was her name. That young actress who played her was really, like, good. Playing Beverly. I didn't feel it, to be honest. She was better than Jay Ryan as Ben. I didn't really feel Ben. And James McAvoy, he's such a good actor, but I didn't really see Bill. I didn't see Bill
either. I didn't see Ben. We were talking about how Ben, why he didn't, like, Ben was, of course,
You mean fat?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was fat.
Yeah.
And he lost weight now that he's an adult, and so he's, like, good-looking, apparently. Because apparently you can't be fat and good-looking. Because you can be fat and good-looking. I should know. Anyways, no, but apparently you have to be skinny and abs to be just good-looking. And look, he's a good-looking guy. And let me just say. But I'm just like...
It would have been more interesting to keep the character.
Yes, to keep him fat, because he still would have been amazing Ben. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the actor didn't really convey Ben, to be honest. You know, and it's not bad that you know what, I'm going to say this. It's not bad that he changed who he wanted to be and his weight, because if he didn't feel comfortable, then that's great. You know, but I just wish in Hollywood they would be fine with the fact that, hey, it's okay if you're, like, you know, overweight or fat or something, you know. But I just didn't feel Ben. And also, I didn't like the relationship between Ben and Beverly. I didn't buy it. I did not buy it.
It happened so
quickly. I don't know.
Quickly.
It was so quickly. And you were talking about how it was, like, with trauma. That's probably why they got together.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason that it could make sense to me, because they were going through a traumatic event, and then she kind of fell for him. And the poem and stuff. But
I don't know.
But other than that, there was really no chemistry there. Yeah. And even in the end scene, I felt like they're both sitting on a boat, but she still looked like her mind was wandering. Yeah. Like, she wasn't really with him.
I was like, yeah, what? So, yeah, and Andy Beam, who plays Stanley, he's such a short role, because, of course, if you know what happens to Stanley, he dies and stuff, so in the beginning. So it's just like,
But it was great casting. That dude was exactly like the
and he wasn't bad, though, in his scene that he just had. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So, but you don't really get much of him, but it's understandable because of this thing. And I didn't like how it was like, in the end, since he killed himself, or it was suicide, it was like he took himself off the board. I don't know. It was weird. Like, it was just almost kind of saying that, oh, okay, kill yourself, because, then everything works. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm not saying it right. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm sorry. But I don't know. It just, the message was weird. I didn't understand. I guess to him, it worked. It's complicated. I don't know. Because he was like, let me kill myself so I could take myself off the board and that everybody could come together. But I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, so, yes, but like I said, Bill Hader as Richie was so good. He was so good. Mm-hmm. And James Ransone as Eddie, oh my god, they act like they're effing characters. It was insane, because the thing with Chapter 1 was Finn Wolfhard and who's Jack Dylan Grazer, who played Eddie. Finn Wolfhard played Richie. They were the best in Chapter 1. They were, and you missed their relationship and banter. And here, those two actors, Bill and James, they bring that. Yeah. I was like, holy hell, they would really bring that. I was like, damn, they look like they really studied that first one and those actors and really bring it to the second part and said, yeah, we are the adult versions of these characters. So it makes sense. I don't know. They were the CGI. Do you want to go on the CGI?
Oh, that's it for Richie and Eddie?
Oh, you want to talk about the relationship?
Yeah, we can. Okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah, this is a big thing that I think they were both closeted gay, my personal opinion. Yeah. But it was more, Richie was more like, it was in text that he was gay. It was out. Where Eddie was, you get a subtext, like, in the sense, it's very subtle. But for me personally, I think they were so scared to come out. Like, both of them. Because you could get that from Richie, but I feel like you got that from Eddie a little bit. So I personally think they were both closet gay. and they did have feelings for each other. You know, Richie had feelings for each other. It's so funny how people are like saying like the ending part where he was carving the names was because he loved them as a best friend.
No, who puts R and E together? You only do that on a freaking tree if you're romantic about somebody. Like you love somebody.
Yo, it was crazy. I was dying. I was like, come on.
Nobody.
Because I'm sure, and they were like, oh yeah, in chapter 1 you didn't really get their relationship. I was like, they were bickering all the time. And when you like somebody as a kid, you will bully them. That's what happens sometimes. You know, not all the time. Let me not say that bullying. I mean, like he was teasing. They were teasing each other and bickering with each other. They do. That's you. So you, when you like somebody, you would do that.
Exactly.
And they were doing this in the second one as adults. You know, the bantering and stuff. So it's crazy. Because I sure as hell, if it was a guy and a girl, you would not have said that and been like, oh, they're just best friends. No, you would have been like, oh, they really like each other and they care about each other,
especially
like romantically. Oh my god, yeah, and that's, yo, really.
When Eddie dies, first of all, Eddie kind of like saves Richard.
Yeah, he sacrificed himself for him. He even was about to say that, like I did it for you, but he got impaled.
He got impaled
by it.
Impaled. That sounds so bad.
Well, he did. But he was about to say that. You hear, like, I killed him for you.
Yeah.
Like, he was about,
You gotta follow.
Anyways, I don't know.
Reading between the lines.
No, it's not in my head. It's there.
The words are there.
Because I'm telling you, if it was a guy and a girl.
And plus, there were symbols in the movie.
You would have. Yeah!
Tell them the symbols.
Okay, so this is what I noticed in chapter 1. When Eddie's, have you seen the movie Eddie? Is he's in the house, the scary house. I forgot what where it lives. That's the well and all that stuff. The Nebo house, I think it was called. It comes out with the balloons, but the balloons are shaped like a pair, like a what the hell is that?
Inverted triangle.
Yes, inverted triangle, like
Or it's not really a triangle because it has like 4.
Like what's the word? A paragraph? No. Ooh, what's it?
But look at the picture, you know.
Oh my god. I know the words, but I forgot.
Kind of like a triangle, but not.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but it's like, it's upside down. And, in the Holocaust, they used to use that for the LGBT or the gay, Jewish, or not only Jewish, but like the people who they took into the Holocaust, as you know, they used to use the pink triangle. I'm gonna say triangle, upside down triangle. I don't remember, or to say that they were gay, and that's the balloon is like that, you know, for Eddie when he's at the house, and then in the second one the balloon is like that for Richie, and we found out Richie was gay too, and the balloons are like that. So I'm like, that's like showing you something, right? Like there must be a reason why they're doing that. So yeah, I thought they really did. They actually really cared about each other romantically, but they probably were so scared to say it. So that's probably, they were both scared, you know, and they were growing up during the AIDS epidemic of the 80s, and Eddie is a germaphobe, and he was probably freaking out about that. And Richie, you know, and growing up in Derry, all these homophobes people were probably, you know, they were scared because people still now are getting killed, and you know, there's still people out there who are closeted, and they don't want to come out. And I don't, you know, it's like whatever they decide to do, it's up to them. You know, you can't just be like, oh, so when are you gonna come out? You know, like, you know, it's scary. So that's why they stay closeted.
So I mean, it was interesting.
That's my interpretation. What it seems like is I see it in the movie,
but we would have liked that he would have changed it up from the book a little bit, and we would have liked. Well, at least I would have. I think you kind of agree on it too, that we would have liked to see a relationship form.
I would have liked that because Bev and Ben got together and their chemistry was shit. So I don't understand. But because they're straight and they're a man and a woman, of course they get to kiss and be in a fucking relationship. Oh, excuse me. They get to be in a relationship. It just gets me mad because representation is so terrible. Yeah. And it's a little better here, but it's still like subtext, or like it's not, you know.
It's not out in the open.
but it's not. They could. I don't know. It's just
openly have a relationship. That's what.
Yes,
and,
it's just too much. Oh man,
that in the movie.
That ending. That ending with Bill Hader when Richie goes. Oh, that was fucking sad. I think he would have stayed there and died with him.
Yeah,
because he was like, I'm not going
anywhere.
Yeah,
let's talk about the ending.
Oh my god, we're taking so long. The ending. I did not like it. In the book, it sucked. Here, it sucked. Spider, Pennywise, but why did he look like Pennywise? Ugh. I mean, they just made him into a whole spider and just take out Pennywise, this half. It was just weird.
I think they made him Pennywise because, remember, he's targeting children, so he needs to
They're adults, and then
but he's still targeting children at that time.
I don't know. And then putting in the Native American, I think they put in the Native American culture. I don't remember which culture it was or what was.
That was a little.
It was weird because it was just. I get it. They were trying to bring it down more, but they're aliens. So he's an alien. So I don't know. And I think they were just trying to. The ending is rough in that book with the what was it? Chud the ritual Chud with the turtle. Oh my god. I'm telling you, Stephen King.
They didn't bring in a turtle here.
No, you know what? They should have, because that ending still sucked anyway.
I was actually.
You know what? Just bring that turtle. Just bring it.
I was
because the ending was bugging. It was bugging. So you know what? The end bug. Yeah. Just do it.
I thought they were gonna get more sci-fi.
Just do it. Don't bring in the Native American stuff, because then it's just like you don't do it right, and it's just like kind of what?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, although I felt like the ending was like they're killing him with like words, like
that was
like,
they
hurt him.
Didn't they?
So I was like, oh, okay, they're going back to that, maybe this idea of the power of words and stuff like that. Yeah. And I bought it, you know, for what it was.
Okay, the CGI was okay. Some of the parts was like, whoa. The part with the kids and the de-aging, we'll never do that. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened there. Especially with Richie, the young, when they were doing Finn Wolfhard. Oof, what was up with his eyes? It was
they didn't
scary.
do a good job. It was scary.
That was the worst. Oh, God. So, yeah, and the length of the film, it was almost 3 hours. It did not need to be 3 hours.
That's why I was
because, to be honest, the middle part with them getting their totems and stuff and separating the group, they should have never done that. They should have been together. It was just, or at least shorten those scenes, because it was just too much, because he's scaring them too much. Pennywise is really damn good, but in this movie, he's a little too much to the point where he's scaring them, and you don't feel their fear really that much. I guess because they're adults.
You didn't feel their fear, but I sure as hell felt fear.
I don't know, and I think it was like, okay, so Pennywise, why are you not getting them? Like, you're just scaring them a lot. And that's the problem with the length of the film, in the sense of like, no, well, I don't know. Maybe I didn't want to see Eddie die.
Right, but you
know, with all this.
He wasn't really targeting them, but I think he was just playing with their heads.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but that's what I said. Like the parts where they were getting the totems and breaking them apart, I think they should have shortened it or taken it out, because it was just too much, and then Pennywise was doing too much. And it was just like, what is going on? What is your plan here? I don't know. That personally for me. But again, some of the parts and some of the acting, especially from James and Bill, and Bill Skarsgård and Isaiah Mustafa, were actually really good.
Okay. Yeah. So you
decide. Eddie and Richie's relationship
you decided you should see this movie.
I think it was good, but it was just it was good. I just wish it was better. So anyway, yeah, that was it. Chapter 2. It was our review. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, ring that bell, and tell us down below what did you like about chapter 2.
Yes, what you didn't like about chapter 2.
Oh yeah, whatever comments you have about this review.
Which one is your first one? Chapter 1, even though it wasn't called that, or chapter 2?
It wasn't called that. It was called that. I just realized that. Oh, who's your favorite character from the Losers gang? Yeah, or who's your favorite relationship and stuff, or acting, whatever actor who played the Losers. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Peace.